For over 100 years, coaches have been teaching one defensive stance. And all of their movement advice comes from that stance.
All right, so look at JJ's stance. Stance, just like that. You're sitting on a stool. Your back is straight, all right? Your feet are pointing forward. Your toes are pointing forward, all right? And you can have your hands, palms up, down here, ready to play defense. Ready, stance. Good.
Again, this is muscle memory. You gotta get low, and you gotta have your feet moving. You gotta be comfortable in this position if you wanna play defense.
If Jason's ready to attack me, go ahead and get in a nice stance. Right now you see that Jason's head is below my head. The constant self-check for am I low enough is my head needs to be below Jason's head. So if Jason stands up a little bit, I can stand up a little bit. If he goes into his attack, I gotta get lower here. If you go into your next practice or game just constantly playing the height battle, watching head height.
So what do the very best in the world do and why? That's what we explored, that's what we analyzed. At every level, all the best defensive basketball players in the world use two totally different stances, with a transition stance in between. And those two stances are the upward stance and the forward stance. I'm offering a clinic that teaches coaches the bottom lines to speed of movement, including the exact body positions that enable you to move as quick and as fast as possible when playing defense in basketball. Simplified is not a small tweak. It's a full understanding and thorough breakdown of your athlete's movements. When the clinic is over, you will be able to analyze your players' movements and understand what changes you need to make in order to enable them to move and react as fast as possible. Again, what do the best do and why? The most commonly used stance is the upward stance, and that's the stance that all coaches teach. You'll hear coaches say, get low, get down. What does get low and get down mean? In the upward stance, it means get your butt down, get your chest up, which in some situations, it gives you more strength, so you can move somebody out of the way, some more options on reacting to maybe one side or the other. But in the forward stance, getting low means get your chest over your knees and get on the balls of your feet. So getting low in an upward stance with your butt down, you put all the weight back on your feet. So it takes you twice as long to react in any direction. Anytime you're sitting back and putting all the weight in your feet, it's twice as hard for the body to move that body. As soon as I lean forward and get my chest over my knees, which is the forward stance that all the professionals and all the best basketball players use but are never taught, the reason it's used is because the forward stance enables your chest to get past your knees, so now you've taken the weight of your upper body off of your feet. By taking the weight off of your feet can react twice as fast. And now your upper body and lower body can react and move differently in other directions. They don't all have to move together in the same direction. And the bottom line to quickness is how fast my feet and arms can move differently or together. And the bottom line to agility and quickness and speed of movement is how fast my foot gets off the ground. So in a forward stance, when you take your chest over your knees, you've just taken all that weight off your feet. So now your feet can get on and off the ground twice as fast again. And the faster they get on the ground, the faster you change direction. That's the bottom line to changing direction, how fast my feet get on and off the ground. And in an upward stance, all my weight is on my feet. In a forward stance, we take the weight off of your feet, and the athlete can move twice as fast. I'm here to demonstrate and to show you that. Everything that's being taught here is not a hypothesis or an assumption. It comes from 25 years of watching athletes and training athletes. Here are some examples of athletes using both stances when they're looking to move as quick and as fast as possible.